What is criminal justice system? Criminal justice system refers to the agencies responsible for enforcing criminal law. This includes the police, the courts, and correction. The major tasks of the police include selectively enforcing the law, protecting the public, arresting suspected law violators, and preventing crime. The courts are responsible for assuring that suspected criminals receive fair trials and for determining the guilt or innocence of the accused. The correctional subsystem is to rehabilitate offenders or to alter their behavior.
Inquisitorial system is the legal system of the court or the part of the court is actively involved in the investigation of the fact of the case. Inquisitorial system o kung saan ang hukuman o bahagi ng hukuman ay kasali na sa pagsisiyasat ng katotohanan ng kaso. Inquisitorial system, a right of the accused to be presumed guilty until proven innocent. Kapag nahuli ka, kailangan mong patunayan na ikaw ay inosente. Ang inquisitorial system ay ginamit din sa bansang France at Italy. Ang inquisitorial system ay ginamit din sa Pilipinas during the Spanish time. Tapos, nung dumating ang mga Amerikano, inintroduce sa atin ang adversarial system. Ano nga ba ang adversarial system? System or adversary system is a legal system used in the common law country where the two advocates represent their party's case or the position before an impartial person or a group of people, usually a judge or the jury, who attempt to determine the truth and the false judgment accordingly. Ang inquisitorial system. Ang papel dito ng hukom ay nakapagitan lamang sa prosecutor at sa defender. Kailangan mapakita ng prosecutor at ng defender ng kanilang mga ebidensya na nagpapatunay na wala talaga silang kasalanan para mabigyan ng katotohanan at naaayon na pasya ng mga hurado. Adversarial system, the right of the accused to presume innocent until proven guilty. Dito daw, kapag ikaw ay nahuli, nanatili kang inosente hanggang hindi napapatunayan na ikaw ay may nagawang kasalanan o hatulan na guilty.
What is due process? Due process refers to the idea that law and legal proceeding must be fair. Ang due process ay patas sa kontrato sa pamamagitan ng normal na judicial system. There are two branches of due process. Number 1, substantive due process. It refers to an intrinsic validity of law. Ang substantive due process ay isang judicial requirements na nagpapatupad ng mga batas na maaaring hindi naglalaman ng mga probisyon na nagreresulta sa hindi patas at hindi makatuwirang trato sa individual. Number 2, procedural due process. It is based on the principle that court of law render judgment only after trial and based on the evidence presented therein. Ang procedural due process ay sunod-sunod na formal na paglilitis. Ito ay sinasaluhan ng mga regular at alinsunod sa mga itinataga ng mga propesyon at alintuntunin.
Title: Reporting on the Pillars of the Philippine Criminal Justice System. Introduction. Good morning, ma'am. Today I have the privilege of reporting to you about the fundamental pillars that constitute the backbone of the Philippine criminal justice system. These pillars are critical in maintaining law and order in our society, and their effective functional hospital ensure justice prevails. Pillar 1. Law enforcement. Our first pillar is law enforcement. This comprises the brave men and women who serve as the front line in the fight against crime. They are the ones who directly interact our citizens and confront the challenge posed by criminal elements. At the heart of pillar is the Philippine National Police PNP, established by Article 14, Section 6 of the 1987 Philippines Constitution. The PNP plays the provincial law, crime prevention, law enforcement, the prevention of the peace and order, maintaining internal security. Importantly, it operates under control, supervision of the Department of Interior and Local Government (DILG). In addition to PNP, specialized agencies like National Bureau Investigation and Philippine Drugs Enforcement Agency contribute significantly. These agencies of the empowered to conduct investigate. Pillar 2, the prosecution. Our second pillar is the prosecution, primarily under the jurisdiction of the National Prosecution Service, a part of Department of Justice. This service is composed of several key components, including the Office of Chief State Prosecutor, the Regional State Prosecutor Office, and the Provincial and City Prosecutor Office. The Office of the Chief State Prosecutor holds several pivotal functions. It is responsible for investigating and prosecuting crimes, deciding appeals from decision made by provincial and city prosecution, and investigating administrative charges against prosecutors. The Regional Prosecutor's Office play an essential role in supervising and coordinating the activities of provincial and city prosecution. Within their respective regions, their local offices are at the front lines of investigating and prosecuting violence and penal laws and ordinance within jurisdiction. In conclusion, these two pillars, law enforcement and prosecution, along with the overarching National Prosecution Service, from the bedrock of the Philippine criminal justice system. Together, they tirelessly work to uphold justice, maintain order, and ensure the safety of our communities.
The judiciary. The judiciary is the final arbiter of controversies of competing claims and interests, including the determination of the guilt or innocence of a person charged with the commission of a crime. The judiciary in the country is composed of one Supreme Court, which is the top of the judicial hierarchy, and the other court created by the law. The correctional institution. It refers to an agency that is involved in the execution of punishment of convicts. Correctional institutions in the country are the Bureau of Jail Management and Criminology under the DILG, Bureau of Correction under the Department of Justice, and Correctional Institution for Youth Offenders under the Department of Social Welfare and Development. The community. The community refers to the various institutions in the community, such as family, church or religious organizations, educational institutions, private organizations, and the like. These institutions in the community play a very important role in the criminal justice system. It is from their ranks that the offenders come, and it is with them that they will end up. The involvement of this organization in the programs and projects of the government, even those that are not necessarily connected with the administration of justice, contribute to the lessening of crimes. As their efforts are diverted to more productive matters, they can also contributing immensely in solving crimes by assisting in police investigation, giving testimonies, providing leads for the arrest of criminals.